So the Darwalls have failed in their pathetic attempt to ban anyone from going on land that might disrupt their rich lifestyle. So today in the courts, you probably heard about it. The ruling was made that Dartmoor will continue to be able to be used for wild camping, and the right to roam has won over the Darwalls' attempts to get it stopped. Even though during the time where it was stopped, Darwell managed to load his land full of pheasants, so all of his mates from London could come and shoot them on his property, even though those pheasants eat beetles that are incredibly rare and are found pretty much only in the area where Darwell has his land. But apparently he was doing it for ecological reasons. Total codswallop. One of the rationales behind the want to stop wild camping on Dartmoor was because people litter, they make a mess, they ruin the fauna and flora on Dartmoor, and start fires and leave scorch marks and cause damage. Now, I totally agree with banning those people. The problem is, and this is what I don't think the courts would have understood anyway, and it's certainly something that Darwell doesn't understand. Anyone who's watching my channel is probably a wild camper or a hiker, and you probably do what you should do, respectfully. And please comment below if you think I am wrong here. But anyone who goes out and wild camps on Dartmoor properly, wild campers, not fly campers, we tend to bring back more rubbish than what we take up. So if you have done that before, if you've gone on Dartmoor and camped or gone on a hike and you've found rubbish and you've brought it back, comment in the section below and tell me whether or not you've done that, because this is the difference. Wild campers abide by the rules and abide by the laws. We camp where it says it's permitted in the purple zones. We leave no trace. We use tiny tents. No one would know we'd ever been here. And we aren't the people that cause the problems that they're kicking off about. The people that cause the problems are fly campers. They go and spend £20 on a pop-up tent off of Facebook Marketplace, go out on Dartmoor, have a rave, get absolutely shit-faced, and leave all their junk everywhere, start fires, scorch marks in the ground, leave barbecues everywhere. And then everyone kicks off and goes, oh, wild camping should be banned because it's ruining Dartmoor. Those people are breaking the rules and the laws and the bylaws of camping on Dartmoor in the first place. So the only benefit to making wild camping illegal on Dartmoor will mean that the people who are law-abiding, wild campers, will not go because we're law-abiding and you've made it illegal. Those people who broke the law before, the fly campers, they'll still go. So all of us law-abiding people who look after Dartmoor and help it and clear it up and bring rubbish out will be penalised by not being allowed to go camping anymore. And all those fly campers who just go, I'm going camping and I'm going to trash the place because they don't care about rules and laws, will continue to do it. So an argument to make Dartmoor a place where you can't wild camp or wild campers aren't allowed to go and camp is one of the most stupid things anyone could possibly do, because it will not affect those who break the laws anyway. It will just affect the normal public. And you can't tar us all with the same brush just because some bunch of idiots who during lockdown couldn't get out to Benidorm and trash Benidorm, they came on Dartmoor and did it instead because they needed somewhere to go out and get drunk. But luckily the courts have made the right decision. They have scrapped his appeal to ban camping on Dartmoor. So his 4,000 acres that he owns is still his. I don't know if any of it's in the purple zone, but if it is, I think there'll probably be a lot of people camping there, probably just on purpose to pee him off. I do not advocate mass camps going out and saying, up yours, Darwell, now we're going to create havoc on Dartmoor because we're allowed to and you've lost. That's not what it's about. Hopefully he will lay on his bed made of millions of pounds and sit there and think about what he's tried to do and how stupid it is. This is our country. This is our rights to roam. This should be pushed out across the whole of the UK. It works in Scotland. There's no reason why it can't work in England and Wales. And going forward, if we all have the respect and we use the right codes for camping, hiking, doing whatever you do on land that is only owned by the trusts, the government, the royalty, you know, or private landowners, if we have the right to walk across it, there should be the right to actually camp on it. It's open access land. And let's face it, there is no land in England that isn't owned by someone. And that's where it's wrong. There's no real wild nature. So yeah, as long as it's done properly, as long as you respect the place that you go to and you look after it, hopefully, fingers crossed, this will be pushed out now and pushed out across the whole of the UK, so we can actually not just confine ourselves to Dartmoor and everyone else in England can go and camp and enjoy it responsibly. It's tolerated in places like the Lake District, so long as you again abide by the rules and camp above the highest fell wall and keep yourself to a minimum. But again, people are ruining that in the Lake District. People are just camping by lakes, having fires, chopping trees down and trashing the place. What needs to be done is it needs to be policed more, and if that costs money and the government have got to find it, then find it. But I'm pretty sure that us as wild campers, if it was outside of Dartmoor and we were given the option to say pay 50 quid a year to get a licence to go camping and therefore not be turfed off, that money can go towards people to police those areas and actually get the people kicked out who are ruining it. So fingers crossed, this is the start of a new beginning. And hopefully people like me and you guys out there can get out and enjoy this beautiful countryside that we live in without fear of being kicked out because we might be doing the wrong thing when we're actually not.